Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my Thursday morning live. My name is Marilyn, and I'm coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada on this Thursday, November 16th morning. I love creating cards and sharing them and ideas with you, so I'm glad you're here to join me. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you've never been here before, welcome to our group. We love creating and sharing together and sharing lots of ideas. So you can see on my screen the card that I'm going to show you how I made it. But I have a few things, as always, to share with you prior to that. So I'm going to switch over to my camera so you can see who I am. And I'd like to, like I say, welcome you. Please let me know where you're watching from. If you have been making cards, maybe let me know for how long you've been making cards. Like not how long for this season, but how many years have you made cards? I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 17 years, but I have a good friend um, who had me card making long before that. So we've got a lot of years of experience here. And if my motto always has been, if I'm not learning something today, the day is lost. So as soon as I learn something new, hey, the day has been a good one. So share with me what's a good thing what's a positive thing that you've learned this week? And will you be able to remember it from now on, sort of thing? So as we come on, I'm going to share some of the Stampin' Up! Things that are happening as well as my classes. I I'm going to tell you about the classes first, and then I can get on to reading your comments. And hopefully you will maybe craft along with me or craft afterwards and share it on this in the comments. I'd love to see what you can make. So first of all, I have a Zoom with Friends class Fridays at 1. And this class is a Zoom class. Sorry, I'm just checking to see everything's there. I see that I have 7 people watching, so I must be broadcasting somewhere. So good to know. Um, the Zoom with Friends class is on Zoom anywhere in the world you can join. I send out an email Thursday mornings with all of the details for what you need to do if you want to craft along with us. And the teacher, whoever it may be, anybody can volunteer to teach it, will be the teacher at 1 o'clock on the Friday. So let me know if you're interested in that. I have a 12 months of Christmas cards the second Thursday of the month at 1 o'clock. All of my classes are on Zoom. And this one, I do send out kits anywhere in Canada. If you'd like to join that, again, if you're on my newsletter, you will find all the details about these and the deadlines for joining and that, because I do mail the kits in Canada. But from anywhere in the world, you can watch and get the PDFs. So let me know about that. I also have a monthly card class the third Thursday of the month, and that one we'll be having this afternoon. And I know some of you on here will probably be joining me, so that's great. We always have a great time crafting. And last but not least, if you're looking for any of my information, you can connect here. And this will be where you can find my website to shop on. You can join my newsletter, which I'd love to have you doing. And just keep in touch that way. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to share this with you because this is the main thing, not the main, most exciting thing that's happening at Stampin' Up! Today. One more day today, we can shop and get discounts on these I'm not going to say standard, but I guess maybe they are standard things that are happening. We can get 10% off ribbons and trims, 15% off inks, including pads, refills, markers, and blends. I got the rest of my blends in that group. And 20% off papers, cardstock, specialty papers, and designer papers. So a great way to save and get ready for those card making if you need them for Christmas or any other season. And it's just a great sale. So be sure and check that out. I know some of the items are already unavailable. They will be back, but maybe not for today for the sale. So just keep hopping on, saying where you're from. I see Maggie, Faye, Nancy, Betty, Stacy, Diana. Good to see all of you. Pam from all over. Um, a word of note, I will be trying to read comments and answer them as I go. If I do not get to yours, I will certainly go back over them afterwards. I do a draw at the end of this live for everybody who does comment, whether you just say hi, whether you say boo, whether you say I'm here, whatever. And the program that I'm using collects all of those, and I can do a draw at the end of the session, and I will show the screen to you for that. But I also go back, I did this morning, went back to last week's live and put everybody's name in a draw for the card I made last week. So you have a chance of winning a couple places. And I will highlight messages. As you can see, whoops, just a sec. I'm going to go back here to me. This one from Maggie. She is watching on Facebook, and I can see Facebook and YouTube comments. So some of you, if I'm answering a question, you may not be able to see it in the place where you are, but I will certainly try to highlight them like that if there's something I'm answering, like a question you have or whatever. So please have questions. We'd love to answer. A lot of the ladies on here following me are demonstrators, so they can probably help answer those questions as well. So before I get onto the card, and I want to show you another card as well, I'm going to go to the desktop, but I want to show you a little bit of shadows happening here because of a lighting situation today, but that's okay. Don't think it'll affect too many. The other thing that Stampin' Up! Has come out with is a last chance list for the September to December mini catalog and a carryover products list. So these indicate to us what is going to be carried over from this mini catalog and what is going to be a last chance to buy from this catalog. So you can see, I just want to share how I do mine, and it might give you an idea as to where and what and how you would like to do yours. I just find it beneficial for me. So in my catalog, the carryover items I've highlighted in orange, the last chance, so the ones that are not carrying over, I've highlighted in blue. And if you've ever looked at my catalog with me, which I try to show you quite often, just a sec, I have anything that I've purchased. I'll just try and get that so you can maybe see it, and I'll use my lovely Birdie Bone folder. The yellow indicates something I've purchased. So in this page, I purchased the designer paper, the foil sheets, and the ribbon. And because they're highlighted in blue, that means they're all, and this one, they're all going to be discontinued. The iridescent adhesive back discs, which I don't have in yellow, which indicates to me I don't have them, that one is being carried forward. So I just thought maybe that would give you a bit of an idea on how I track what is in my catalog. It also, as I go through the list to do that, it also causes me to really look at what's there. So things like this. And as I just mentioned, very seldom is paper carried over, but if it's not going to be carried over and it's on sale right now, that's kind of a double deal, isn't it? You can get more and more. So questions on any of that stuff, be sure and let me know. Maggie, you always have a great time at Friday Zooms. Yes, we do. We have lots of laughter and lots of things happening there. So I want to share a couple other things happening. On Saturday last week, I was privileged enough to sign up for and attend on stage. And these are two of the cards that I made with one of the new sets coming out in the January to April mini catalog. I do also have a request form if you want a catalog. If you do not have a demonstrator currently, live in Canada and would like a catalog, be sure and reach out to me and I'll send you that form. And I will get the catalogs to you. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the mailer program by Stampin' Up! Or my own, but anyway, I will get them to you. But aren't these guys cute? I just love these little bees. They are, and they demonstrated these. They gave us time to make them with them. So now I have a couple samples of those. I have ordered again because I was part of this, and any demonstrator can be, just so you know. I was able to pre-order from the new mini. The rest of the demonstrators can now pre-order from it, or no, on December 5th can pre-order from it. And then customers will be able to shop from it on January 4th. So depending on where you fall in there. And if you ever want to be a demonstrator, just let me know. And I will certainly help you through the maze of what to do and what happens with that kind of thing. So just going to quickly look. Thank you, Maggie. Really, Maggie says that really helps me. I am make a running list and sometimes end up splitting the order, still end up ordering double. Yes, I've done that too, Maggie. Most of the time it's with paper, luckily, so that I can just use it. But yeah. Another comment by Diana. Love the bees. That will be my first purchase from the new Mini. And we were allowed, like I say, allowed to purchase this set because we signed up and registered for that event. Okay, so continue chatting with each other, commenting. I'm going to show you how I made this card. It's quick and easy and simple. I do have some happy mail to show you later. And like I say, I will do the draw at the end of it all. So this card was done by on the back porch, Karen Titus. I'm sure you all know her. And I don't know if you can see on here. I can see it, but it's sparkly. And it was just really neat to see how easy it was to come up with something that kind of is a wow. And you may have to, so look at it now. I really have something cut crooked, don't I? Anyway, we'll try and straighten that out for the next one. Um, as you may have to do it to see it wow, but I believe me, it is kind of a wow card. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to start with what I have. Whoa, try not to drop it on the floor. And just go through it with you. So I have my shaded spruce, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, and our regular scored in the middle. And yesterday, I know a number of you also watched Lillian, and I thought, what a great tip. So I'm going to start doing that as well. She had mentioned that one of her downline showed her, even though you fold it, it's scored, you fold it, you still want it to end up being perfectly matched. And if you have a straight edge like this to push both layers up to, it's so much easier. So, and the card she was doing, I'll just give you a hint on that if you haven't seen it. She ended up with some layers. I made it for my hubby's birthday, so it's already been given. But it's layers that had to be matched right along here. So it was great to use an edge like this to do that as well. So there is my base. And then what Karen said Karen Titus, when she did this, the lighter color of the green looked like pool party. So that's what she did next. And that is 5 by 3 3/4. So it's not our normal 1/4 inch, but a little bit more. And then your white layer at 4 3/4 by 3.5. It's really cut crooked again. Sorry, I have to fix that because things like that bother me. So I need 3.5. Oh, well, that could be why, because it's way out of whack. Okay, just a sec. I have a piece of paper right here. You're welcome, Maggie. Love sharing tips. And please, if you have any tips to share, do so. We, and 4 3/4. I'll see if I can get this one straight. This card will be the one that somebody will win next week. And that piece of paper I will just get rid of. Another reason for having that great paper trimmer by Stampin' Up sitting right there. So let's see now. Oh, much better. Okay. So then I have the stamp sets I'm using. You can see where I was testing the bee. I have used this Forever Forest tree set. Now, off the top of my head, I can't tell you if it's carrying forward or not. Any of the rest of you on here that know that right away, let me know, and I will try to look it up otherwise. But no words, just trees, and you can see, oh, pardon me, the different, the group of trees. This is the one that I'm using, dots. Just a great image set. So you get, and that's a question that I have for you. Do you like sets with images only? Or do you like sets with words only? Or do you like sets like this one, which is in the exclusive online exclusives that has words and images? I like all of them, of course. That's just kind of the way I go. But some people I know have preferences for it. So, oh, thank you, Catherine. Catherine says, okay, a couple things here I'll share with you. Catherine over on YouTube says it is carried over. So thanks, Catherine. That means that this one will still be available and it will not be on that last chance list. And then I have Pam on YouTube. Such a cool idea to have paper wrapped around your pad. I use this constantly, and it's most of the time it's the back side of my grid paper that I use for my classes. So yes, I do use it, and I use it for all stamps. I use it for photopolymer especially, but also for the cling ones like this. So I am going to ink my image upside down because it's a larger one, and I'm going to hold it because I don't want to bounce the table. And I did just re-ink my ink pad after I did the sample. How many of you buy your, sorry, I'm busy looking for this to remove it. How many of you buy your ink refills when you buy your stamp pads? I always do, and I must admit that I don't always end up using much of them. I do use them, but sometimes not very much before there's a revamp and I end up selling them. But it's nice to have the ink when you need it. So I'm just going to place that on my white. It's a large stamp, so I'm going to press it evenly, I hope. And okay, I see some of you prefer images and words. Some like do buy your ink refills when you buy. So there is my dark green trees. While that's sitting for just a minute, I'm going to take my, see, I have a piece of paper here. I have this little strip, which is 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to stamp my greeting, which I took out of here, wishing you a festive Christmas. So this one isn't going to be a Christmas card, but with these trees, and that's probably why it's carried over, is that you can always use it for birthdays, sympathies, any kind of greeting that you need. Bear with me while I quit talking. That's a good idea too, Kathy. Kathy says she doesn't always buy the ink refills, but she picks them up eventually. Yvonne is asking, what size block are you using? This block or the one for the trees? I'll tell you both. The one for the trees, and if any of you don't know, they do have letters on them, which I can't show you because it's too hard for me to see even. This is an F as in Frank, and this one is D as in Donald. I have 2 sets of blocks. I keep them in a drawer, and I just open the drawer and pick whichever one. I don't go back to the catalog and see what they suggest you use for any of these. You always could if you're a little leery of not knowing if you have the right ones. Oh, look at that. I think I have ink on the bottom of that. That was not planned for. And it's dry now, but maybe I will end up putting that. Another little tip I want to share with you is cutting an angle. If you noticed on my card here, I have perfectly matched angles. What I did was I just took my paper snips and went like that, saved my piece, and went over to the other end, tried to line it up. Oh, it's lucky I got ink all over that too, and I'm going to trim it off. And trim it off like that. And there, my angles are the same. So just a tip there for doing that. So then basically all we have to do is put our card together. So like I said, a quick and easy card. But before I do that, I'm going to show you the trick that Karen had shown with hers, and that was to use Wink of Stella. Now I have two pens here, and I'm not sure which one is the most recent, so I'm going to try and show you without making a real mess by doing this. And all she did was take the Wink of Stella, and you can see it is blurring the green a bit, but it is changing the color to a deeper color. That's possible with shaded spruce, and it's giving it sparkle. So this must be my good pen. I don't know why I have two of them on the go, but and you don't have to be perfect. Just go all over the trees and then mount it on your card. So I will carry on to do that. And just a little bit faster if I do it down here. And like I say, you don't have to be exact with it by any means, but it gives it such a different look. And I would imagine, because in Alberta we do have blue spruce, I would like to try one with our, if it'd be our pretty peacock or our misty moonlight, those color of blues, and see what the Wink of Stella does with that. So if any of you want to try something just a little bit different, please go ahead, and like I say, be sure and share it in the comments so that we can all see what you ended up with. And then for mine, at the end of it, I did, and then to clean that, I'm just going to rub it on my paper till it's pretty clear. And there's my Wink of Stella brush again. No, those are not on the sale right now, but so that, again, like I say, it's really hard to show you in the camera, but I'm going to, whoever gets it will notice it. I'm going to mount that just on here with my regular liquid glue. Pam. Okay, first of all, Faye, thank you. Wink of Stella gives the card a bit of bling without 3D effects of jewels. True. Very, very true. And Pam's question is, how often do you have to press on the Wink of Stella to keep it, to do all those tree branches? You know what, Pam? I didn't press it. When I looked at that, I noticed, maybe that wasn't the one. Just a minute. I could see that the ink was down here, so I didn't press on it at all. Sorry, I'm trying to remember which way I did this. Others comment. Let me know what you do with Wink of Stella. Do you press on it lots? Certainly not going to press on this glue lots because it's brand new and it's all over the place, as you can see. But I'm going to try and lay it straight. I have my inside layer, which I will put in now. Try not to get glue all over me. And I think with the Wink of Stella, as long as you've got it started, like I say, I did not press that one today, and I was able to do all the trees. I am going to use dimensionals on here. So, okay, Faye has an answer for us. Mine keeps coming out the sides. Perhaps pressed a little too hard, and I know you can't take that back, Pam. Faye's answer is, she checks as I did to see how much is in the tip and go from there. I have seen, Pam, just as a warning, just a minute till I get this on here. If you're going to squeeze it, make sure you're holding it over something like your silicone sheet or paper towel. I took a, sorry, I had jewels on this card and I noticed one on here. Hold it over something when you're going to start squeezing it, because I have seen it totally pop and come out the end and you have Wink of Stella everywhere. The other thing, if it keeps coming out, like you say yours keeps coming out the sides, put it on a silicone mat or on a block. You can use your like just your block, do it there and then pick it up with your brush and put it where you want it, rather than waste it, because it is beautiful. Beautiful, adds a beautiful touch to it. So this, I'm going to cover up that blob I have, and I am going to put dimensionals on there again. Um, yes, Pam. The comment I just made to Pam. This is her question. Her answer was, "I learned the hard way all over my card. Had to start from scratch." Yes, and I've seen that not only with well, I haven't seen it with you before, but but I have seen it in other cases. So this, I'm just going to line up. I don't know, just make sure that it covers my little blob of ink. And then for mine, Karen Titus did not do this, but I thought maybe it would be neat to have some festive pearls on it. So I just went back to mine, and you can see on this one, I did put a gold on each tree, and then I put some white and red on that one. And it's just a matter of whatever you want to do. You don't have to do any of it, but I do like the gold for the tops. So I'm going to do that again. So let us know in the comments as we're on here visiting. What did you get from the sale that's on now for these 3 days? Did you order anything? Did you find lots of great deals? I, for one, needed a lot of cardstock because of doing classes and making my own Christmas cards, which I've done for years and I love doing. And I have lots of positive comments from those who receive them. So for me, I will continue doing that for a number of years as long as my hands hold out and I'm able. And of course, my brain on what to do. So there is my card. You can see the ornaments, I'm going to call them, and there is glimmer on it. Now you could do a lot more things. You could do stamps on the inside with your trees. I don't tend to do that, but sometimes I do. So hello, Gail. Welcome from Arizona. Um, Maggie's ordered lots of cardstock inks and blends. I didn't get in on the envelopes, but I did order blends that I was missing. Lots of cardstock, and I don't think I ordered any ribbon. Yes, I did. Some of the ribbon I needed was there as well. So, and Catherine, I bought so much Christmas cardstock and inks I didn't have yet. Yes, it's a great deal when you've kind of been holding off because you just budget wouldn't allow it or whatever, and you find a sale like that. Isn't that wonderful? So there's my cards, and thank you. I see some comments coming there. You like them? That's great. I hope you'll try it. And like I say, simple. If you're looking for an easy card to make for Christmas cards, something like this would be perfect. So now I'm going to just move those to the side and show you some of the happy mail I have. This is one that Lillian shared with me. Designer paper here, some snowflakes, embossed Merry Christmas. And it is done with, help me, what color is that? Oh, and the inside has got embossing as well. That is one of our new colors. Can't remember what it is. This is one that we made last week in our Zoom with friends, and it is a pop-up card. You can see it folds over to either side and fits in our envelope. It has a window sheet, so you can put things behind it, greetings or whatever, and it has your place on the back to write. Isn't that a neat design? Thank you, Faye, for that one. These are ones I did in my Christmas card class last week. Designer paper doing all the work plus the ribbon and the deckled circles. Another one, the same idea, only different designer paper from that same set. That paper is in the mini catalog. So should back up. Those sales things, Moody Mauve. Thank you, Linda. That is the color of that one. Um, the sale for the 60% off the paper and whatever is only out of the annual catalog. So I've read some posts and whatever, and people thinking, well, did they order too much, whatever. I don't think they did. I think they just wanted to help us have the sales. These two were also in my Christmas card class. This paper, the silver and the gold, what is self-adhesive, has adhesive on the back, so it worked great for these. We had great time, didn't we, ladies, with putting those together. Unfortunately, that was an online exclusive, and it is no longer available. And this is a little treat holder. It holds the mini chocolate bars, done with white embossing with the snowflakes. And this is a new snowflake punch, if you haven't seen it already. That's what it does, and just tied up with a ribbon. And this is the other Christmas card we did with the papers, and these are on sale. I did see that. And just with the die cuts and the embossing folder, it's a hybrid embossing folder, so it cuts and embosses at the same time, and some heat embossing. So just a few cards there to share with you and give you some ideas. And like I say, I love to make cards. I love to share them with you. So please keep hanging out with me. It's great. It certainly gives me something to look forward to each day. So no other questions. I see everybody liking cards. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And last week's card we made, thanks to Betty for asking me to learn how to do this. And this is showing off that designer paper. And the winner of this one is Betty. So Betty, that card is on its way to you in the mail. So now if I can figure out again. Thanks, Faye. She loves hanging out with me too. It's a great time just to share with each other. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see who's going to draw. So I'm hoping, and again, I can never see this if I don't, oops, get into here in the right place, that there are 12, it says entries 12. That is because even if you comment more than once, your name only appears here once for the draw. So if you've never received a card from me before and you're a winner, please share your mailing address with me so I can do that. And now that Maggie has won this first one, her name will not appear in the next one. And you can see your names going by. And like I say, I really appreciate you all being here. I hope you will share some ideas with me as to what you would like to see me share another time, because I love having ideas to look up and I love sharing them with you. So let's keep having fun making cards. Diana was gone camping most of the summer, so I never saw her on here. So good to see you back, Diana. And I think it's great that everyone has a chance to win. Betty. And last but not least, I have one more for number 5. And that will be Linda. So now I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go here and say thank you again. It's been great. I will be on again this afternoon with those of you who are joining me for the monthly card class, like we always do. And Betty, yes, you need to buy a lottery ticket because you've now got 2 cards coming your way. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll be back next week. Just watch my posts for times and days and everything, because things change around this house every once in a while. And we will craft again together at that time. Okay, take care now, everyone. Bye now.